This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. This is just going to be a quick video. Well, it's not going to be quick, but it's going to be a video just wrapping everything up from the weekend that I didn't get to. And obviously, we'll start fresh after this video for the week. Dan Bizzarian is on Drake's on Drake's D. Okay, he's looking at that jet, and he said, "Whoa, yeah." He was given a jet by a jet company, by an airline to promote their airline, of course, cargo jet, right? Drake is, it's great promotion. Get a free plane, I mean, and then promote the company. That's easy, okay? Get a nice plane, okay? It's nice to be Drake. Drake gets a lot of opportunity, which is awesome. I mean, he works hard for it. So Dan Bizzarian's like, he's making my jet look small. But Dan Bizzarian gets a lot of blowback on the internet because he lives this Instagram persona of like always having girls, money, and this. His family has a colorful history of money, but I don't like him. I think he's hustling like anybody else on the internet, you know, like. And he's living a character, and that is fine, okay? I just think it's funny how he was jocking the plane, and everybody picked it up. Versus with E40 and Too Short, two legends, two very important people in hip-hop. I don't know how exciting it's going to be, but I love those two. We all do, okay? I love Too Short's music and E40's music. All that stuff is important, okay? These are legendary guys. They are legends and all of hip-hop, but they were very important to the Bay Area. Very important. I mean, it's beautiful. We don't get it so much nowadays, like the different sections of music. Like you had your Houston, Bay Area, LA, Florida, South. You know, like you had different vibes. We don't have that so much anymore because the internet kind of blended everything together, but that's the beautiful part about hip-hop culture. Just within the culture, there's so many different aspects to it and vibes. New York, South, Florida. Like when you go around, you do videos in these different areas. You see the culture, you experience the culture. In Texas, they put weird rims on their cars that look crazy, and they do stuff with the trunks. You know, it's like, that's amazing. You know, Florida, they take gold teeth to another level, and dreads, and they just, the cars are on like 30-inch rim. You know, like a different culture, man. Atlanta's kind of a mix, but it's got the trap vibe. You know, they talk different. You know, it's just, it's crazy. In the Bay Area, they're doing 360s in the street, you know, with the cars. They talk different. The culture's just different everywhere, and it's pretty awesome, man. Then we got King Von's the last words from Boosie to King Von through text was "Stay dangerous," meaning always stay with it, because Boosie says he would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Always be able to protect yourself. That is necessary, but it could also be used in the wrong way. Like if you have someone that's timid with a weapon or something, it's always best to have security. Always make sure you're secure everywhere you go. That's how I would word it as Boosie, but Boosie's more raw with it, and that's what we love about Boosie. Boosie's just raw with his delivery, which I think we appreciate. I mean, I do, you know, and Boosie has a totally different mentality than a lot of other rappers, you know. He faced real adversity. They really tried to keep him in jail for his whole life. He had to fight his way out, man, you know. I respect Boosie 100%. Meg Thee Stallion. And I love how Boosie is unapologetically himself. Gotta say that. Meg Thee Stallion, I said earlier, she's having problems with her alleged sister. Alleged sister's calling out for not giving her money or seeing her kids. I don't know. You know, it's like that always happens when someone makes it. Meg Thee Stallion is set to be as you can already see, the stage has been set for Meg Thee Stallion last year and this year to be the biggest female artist in 2021. That'll obviously happen. She's already pretty much the biggest female rap artist, but money-wise and power-wise, 2021 will be a big year for her. It usually takes a year for everything to pay off, and even in a shutdown, she has prospered with no shows and everything. Think about it. She's missed out on making about, 25 to $50 million probably through shows. There's a whole article on Cosmo about how she has label issues and everything. Her label did not. I can't say that her label messed her over. I think she feels like she could go like when you get into position. Sometimes people forget that it took someone else's money to get you in position. It took for Carl Crawford to believe in her and put money behind her to get her to where she's at today. So she has to fulfill that contract, and then she can move on and do new contracts. But sometimes people feel like that's holding them back. They can't do certain stuff. He's getting a piece of all of her money and all this other stuff. But people invest in things for a return. If you were to go buy a piece of stock tomorrow, you're investing in a company and you're hoping for a return, correct? So that's what Carl Crawford is doing. He's investing in her as a product, and he wants his return. And she's upset that it's taking, like, you see how much money that you could be making without that, but you would have had the, like, I took plenty of losses in the beginning of my career, I didn't have the money or the connections to do certain things. I didn't have the power to do certain things, and I took a lot of losses, and I actually didn't get to certain places I wanted to go. It's my own fault, But, like, also, would I have gone as far if I didn't take those losses in the beginning, Probably not. I didn't have all the connections and the means to make things happen quickly, And you got, like, it solidified a brand for myself to do that, to take those losses, have partners and this and that, and not have everything, and have discrepancies with people, like a lot of setbacks, but a lot of steps forward. So gotta do what's best at the moment sometimes. Otherwise, the whole it's not even a possibility. Your dream is not even a possibility sometimes. So she did what she had to do at the moment to keep her dream moving forward. And that was doing business with Carl Crawford. I don't think he's totally unfair, but that's her battle. Lastly, I saw some interview with Young Buck. Very interesting that he was signed with, we've heard this story where he signed with Cash Money. Didn't sign with them, okay. Affiliated himself with them for 4 years before he got with 50. The way I always saw it, he was under Juvenile on them. And I'm pretty sure he elaborated this story. This is a funny story. So he tells a story. He's like, yeah, I was around them, and they believed in me. Okay, that's good. He basically was in New Orleans for 4 years with Wayne, Juvenile, and everything. Learned a lot. This is what got him to the 50 Cent situation. But, and I'll talk about that. So he said he had a lot of money then, and he had the Hummers and the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris, and he provided the cars, cars from him and his people to make it look like the lifestyle, the bling bling lifestyle for Cash Money. Now, this I do not believe one bit. Because Baby and his brother Slim were making tons of money out the trunk, right? Before they knew Buck. They had other artists before BG and everything, and they were making tons of money. If you want to look into Cash Money's history, I don't know the specific artists, but I know for a fact that they had money. And they could afford to rent these cars or whatever, okay? Maybe Buck had one car. I think he said he had the Ferrari. I don't believe all the other cars. I mean, they didn't need young Buck to look a certain way, okay? These guys were jumping out of helicopters at one point. They got a deal from Universal for a ton of money in the beginning, like 1998, and I think that's around when Young Buck met him. 97, 98, that's when they were dropping albums. I don't know, man. Young Buck be like embellishing things a lot. You can kind of see how he handles his business now. That is that even possible from back then? Because every time he leaves 50, things go down. 50 elevated him. The way he met 50 was he was on the road with Juvenile. Juvenile was supposed to do a deal with Suge after the Cash Money thing, and then Juvenile backed out the deal. I don't know, he left. Then Young Buck left California. I remember it was some weird story like that. So like the Juvenile had left Cash Money and something like that. But while he was on tour with Juvenile a year prior to that or something, and they were still with Cash Money, he had met 50 or something. It was something weird like that on a bus. I forget the exact story. And they had stayed in touch, and then they reached out when they were building G Unit, something like that. He initially met them on a Cash Money tour where 50 Cent was opening, though. I know that. Then somewhere down the line, Juvenile, because like Buck was really part of Juvenile's crew, you know. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. It's Jordan Tower, JT News. Smash that like button. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great day. Stay consistent. Stay positive. Okay? It's hard to stay positive out here, but stay positive. I don't know what to say today, man. You know, I just want you to continue to move forward and don't stop. Okay? If you're listening to this now and you're thinking you're having a bad day and you're going to take the day off, don't. Do something productive today. Do something productive. If you don't do anything productive, you're just going to sit around and nothing's going to happen and you're going to lose a whole day of your life. Think about people that don't have days in their life and don't have the means to move forward, to get up and get out there and do stuff. Okay, there's a lot of people that don't even have that option. So you're lucky. Take advantage of what you got and move forward, and don't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. That just keeps you down when you think about all the things that people did to you and this and that and why something isn't happening. Wallowing in that whole mess right there will only keep you down because you won't move forward, and you'll feel sorry for yourself, and you'll sit around and waste time and have a bad energy, and you really just got to accept for things for what they are and move forward. Because you know what? Sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself isn't going to fix it. You know what's going to fix it? Getting up and getting out there and making things happen. So get up and get going. I do it right now. Look, it's 5 a.m. I'm recording on a microphone. I got up from a nap, and I really got to go to sleep. So I can get up again, do this, and run my other businesses. So I got to get up in 2 hours, 3 hours. 3 hours, I'd say. So I'm going to put this video up. I appreciate you guys. Smash that like button. Don't forget to do that. It's very important. And I'll check you guys in the next one.